In this morning's Health Watch, the cancer drug Avastin. This morning, the FDA begins 2 days of hearings on withdrawals of its approval of Avastin for treating breast cancer. And the agency says studies have shown the drug is not effective. But this morning, some outraged breast cancer patients are rallying against the FDA's upcoming action. One of them told us Avastin essentially saved her life.
What did you draw?
My name's Carrie Harrington, and I'm 49 years old. I have 2 children, an 18-year-old and a almost 16-year-old, a girl and a boy. And I've been married 25 years. 3.5 years ago, I was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. And I found out that it had spread to my liver.
When I drive up?
My oncologist thankfully signed me up to be in a clinical trial that consisted of the drug Avastin as part of it. I used a ruler to monitor what was happening with the tumor in my breast, and every week it got smaller and smaller. And after 6 months, my doctor felt I needed a break. So after that break, the PET scan revealed nothing, no cancer. Avastin saved my life. I'm here 3 years, The studies are saying, they're saying that people didn't live for more than 5 months, And if has to be other people like me that it works on, and there's still a chance that it can come back, but I feel confident that there are drugs that can be used. And if I have to go on Avastin again, I would like it to be available. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to see my kids get married and have their own kids and be a grandmother. And I don't understand how the FDA could remove it when it worked so well for me. It just shouldn't happen.
A lot to discuss. Joining us now is medical correspondent Dr. Jennifer Ashton. Great to have you with us as always, Dr. Ashton. So this drug actually got accelerated approval in 2008 for use in breast cancer, but then as of last year, they started talking about revoking it. Why?
Well, let's go through some background here, Rebecca. This was a drug, as you mentioned, that was approved for women with advanced stage breast cancer to slow the growth of those tumors that had already spread outside the breast. Now, this is the latest chapter in an ongoing saga about this drug, about not only whether it works, but is it safe. Now, when you talk about any drug, especially one being used to treat a patient with cancer, there are always side effects. When you talk about Avastin, those side effects can be significant, and they included high blood pressure, incidence of bleeding or blood clots, perforations or holes in the stomach or intestinal tract, even heart attacks, or the risk of kidney damage. And again, with any medication, you want to weigh the risks versus the benefits.
Do doctors have a sense for which patients could really benefit from this versus where it could be detrimental?
They don't really know yet, and they're going to be looking at that in the future, especially whether or not there are specific subsets of women with breast cancer that may benefit from Avastin's use. We also should remember that Avastin is used to treat other types of cancers, from brain to lung to colon, and those uses are not being debated today.
How does the decision then get made over these next couple of days?
Well, there'll be 6 panelists who will be hearing testimony not only from individual patients about their own experiences, but official scientific data and research. Ultimately, the decision will be made by the head of the FDA at some point in the future.
And we will obviously bring you that information as soon as it becomes available.
Absolutely.
As always, Dr. Jennifer Ashton, thank you. We appreciate it.